Hey everyone, it's DCB with another second-rate how-to video. You may know that I really love me some Tomy Rascal robot, and I've been tinkering off and on with a walking 14-inch tall version of one for a while now. That's 8 times the size of the original toy, but I've had a few stumbling blocks along the way and that's really impeded my progress. One issue was the size. I don't know why I initially decided to start making toys at exactly 8 times larger, but I did, and that's where I must now continue my path. Unfortunately, this means that the enlarged products I do create end up taking a lot of time and materials to produce, and thus the price point I need to sell them at is prohibitively expensive for what most people are willing to spend. So, with that in mind, I decided that I would also produce some smaller versions of Rascal, this time at a more manageable size of 6 inches tall, which is 3.5 times larger than the original toy. At this size, he would easily fit on a shelf or a desk, and my selling price would be within more people's budget. Now, as a general rule, I don't really like bobbleheads, but I also thought with his unique design and the size I'm making him, he would be a perfect candidate to make him as one. The other major hurdle was his vac metallized body, since one of the things that's so distinct about him is his chromed finish. I wasn't going to be satisfied with just any ordinary silver paint. I need him to be chromed or the whole project is off, so let's get this figured out. With a little bit of research, I settled upon trying out the Angel Gilding chroming kit. This kit runs just under $500, but it includes everything you need to do multiple jobs, and you can buy individual components later on as you run out. This is what you get in the box. First in their multi-step process is to thoroughly wash your piece with their provided cleaner concentrate, making sure to get into all the crannies where mold release may be hiding. Next, we're going to coat the item in Unicoat, which is basically a 2-part clear resin. The mix is an 8-to-1 ratio by weight or volume of resin to hardener. Pour the mix into the provided spray tool and give the item a double wet layer, fully coating the piece until it's nice and slick and smooth surface. After the Unicoat has had 12 hours to cure, you need to wash the item again with the concentrate and give it a distilled water rinse. It's recommended that you flame the surface with a propane or butane torch to prevent the chemicals from beading up as you apply them. Now's the time to play Junior Chemist. Mix up the silver solution with distilled water per the instructions, then pour the mix into the proper pump bottle and give that a little rock to mix it up. Repeat this with the silver reducer and pour that into its pump bottle. You barely need any sensitizer, so they provide you with a syringe to measure this out. And finally, mix up your wetting agent and put that into the last spray bottle and rock it. Now it's time to chrome. How exciting. First thing we need to do is to coat the entire piece with the wetting agent. This makes the surface wet, obviously, but it also helps break up the surface tension. Then the piece gets a coating of sensitizer. Let that sit on for 30 seconds, then rinse it all off with some more distilled water. Pump the 2 silvering bottles until they have equal pressure in them, and then grab the double-tipped wand and start spraying away. Almost immediately, the piece will start to get all shiny and chromy. It's quite amazing. Unfortunately, though, the finish isn't 100% perfect. You can see the areas appear to not properly attach to the surface, and it's leaving streaks and blank spots, and it's a bummer. But hey, this is my first attempt, and there's a learning curve. Lucky for us, or for me, they provided in the kit a silver remover. This is a two-part chemical you mix up in a 1-to-1 ratio. Then you simply dip a cotton ball into the mix and wipe off the chrome. It comes off surprisingly easy. Now let's try this again. After thoroughly cleaning all the pieces and rewashing them and getting them basically back to square one, I mixed all the chemicals and gave it another shot. Sadly, I got just a little bit of an improvement, but it's still not good enough for me. This is really frustrating. I'm not sure if it's me or the kit, but I ended up trying it again 3 more times and still no luck. I'm going to call this one a fail. I tried, but I give up. Let's try something else. I did some more internet searching and researching, and I kept coming across this company called Alsa and their Easy Chrome system. The videos I saw made it look pretty easy with unbelievably amazing results. God, I hope this isn't more internet trickery. I opted for the spray and brush kit for $2.99, so let's see how this works. So, what's in the box? You get 2 Easy Chrome base coat spray cans, 1 top coat spray can, 1 Prevol power unit, 2 pairs of gloves, 2 test shapes, 1 Easy Chrome 6 ounce, and 1 deluxe chrome brush. And by deluxe chrome brush, I guess they mean a cheap $2 disposable chip brush that had been previously used. I'm not sure how that ended up as my deluxe brush, but there you go. It doesn't seem like you're getting a lot for your money in this kit. Basically, 3 cans of spray paint and a small jar of silver paint and another couple dollars worth of pretty basic equipment. Oh well, let's see what this kit can do. The first step is to spray on the gloss black base coat. You're going to give your item an initial overall light coating from 18 to 24 inches away. Seems pretty easy. Goes on fine like any old can of glossy spray paint. We're supposed to let this layer sit for 5 minutes and then go on to the next step. And that would be a second coat of gloss black. This time we do a medium wet coat at 10 to 12 inches away. Now I'm quite immune to chemical smells as I've pretty much burned out my olfactory system years ago, but holy cow, this stuff is making me gag. So with 1 can, I was able to give all 10 robots 1 layer of paint and then a second layer of just 3 of them. So I had to open another can to finish off the job. My entire paint booth is now in a thick haze and everything is dusted in a layer of black. Let's get to spraying. I got me a new Graco Mini HVLP spray gun, which stands for High Volume, Low Pressure. It has a 1.2 millimeter tip as recommended by ALSA. I first tested it out on the sample piece and dialed in the pressure to my liking on the gun. Once that was perfect, I gave the rascal a light spray from a distance of about 18 inches. And the results? Well, the sample piece they sent me turned out pretty amazing. This is exactly the finish I'm looking for, but the robots, even though I sprayed them exactly the same time, with the exact same pressure and everything, they came out a sort of dull gunmetal gray color. I mean, it looks nice, but it's not at all the finish I was hoping for. I don't know what gives. I'm going to take a little break for a while on this project and do some more experimenting and come back to it later. I'm not ready to give up on the Alsa just yet, though, as I see it can work. I just need to figure out how. So I'll come back in like a week or so and let you know what I've come up with. Or maybe I'll just go get a job at Arby's.
You're weird.